Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to take a look at the Samsung Galaxy A71. Now you can pick this up on Amazon. I'll throw the link up in the description. The price on this one, $425. Now it comes in 4 different colors. You got Prism Crush Black, Blue, Silver, and Pink. Alright, so let's go through all of the specs. Now this is a GSM only phone. So if you got AT&T or T-Mobile, you're good to go. If you got Sprint or Verizon, you assed out. Now on a side note, if you got Sprint or Verizon, just give it some time. It may be available soon. The same thing happened with the Galaxy A50. When it first came out, it was GSM only. Then Verizon and Sprint picked it up. So we just got to give it some time. For the display, you got a 6.7-inch Super AMOLED panel with a resolution of 1080 by 2400. Now that's 393 for the PPI Patrol. For the processor, you got the Qualcomm Snapdragon 730 with the Adreno 618 GPU. What does that mean in English? Mid-range specs, bro. Mid-range specs. Now on a side note, here's the Razer phone. $1,600. This has a Snapdragon 710. Galaxy A71, $425. Snapdragon 730. Do the math yourself. Now this phone is running Android 10 with one UI2 skin on top. You got 6 or 8 gigs of RAM, 128 gigs of storage, and a micro SD card slot for expandable memory up to 1 terabyte. For the battery, it's 4,500 milliamps and it features 25 watt fast charging. For the cameras, on the rear, you got a quad setup. So you got a 64 megapixel wide angle, a 12 megapixel ultra wide, a 5 megapixel macro, and a 5 megapixel depth sensor. On the front, you got a 32 megapixel f2.2 wide angle lens. Now the phone features Bluetooth 5.0, NFC, FM radio, you got face unlock, an on-screen fingerprint sensor, and a headphone jack. Alright, so what's missing from my flagship checklist? No IP rating, so the phone is not water resistant, no wireless charge, and no dual speakers. But for $425, who cares? Savings. Alright, that's the theme of this video, savings. Alright, so let's unbox this and see what it is. Shout out to White Shoes, she got the day off. Here we go, Samsung Galaxy A71. Okay, nice white box. Let me grab my little unboxing knife. We got Agent Orange today. Insert your own giggity. Here we go, Galaxy A71. Okay, so inside, this is going to be your case. All right, this is nice. You get a free case, gel skin, nothing fancy. This is going to be your usual books and shit. Pluck them and file them. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, guess who just showed up late to work? White Shoes is back in the building.
I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes.
White Shoes,
I love my white
calm down. And I'm going to have to dock you some pay for coming in late. All right, here's your SIM ejection tool. This is going to be your device. 25 watt fast charging brick. This is going to be your USB Type-C charging cable. All right, so it's USB Type-C to USB Type-C. Inserts right there. You get some headphones. Now these are not the AKG headphones. Just your standard Samsung headphones. Nothing fancy. They do work. No inline controls, but it's 3.5. Headphone jack still alive. Oh, hashtag bars. That rhymed. Okay, here we go. Let's peel this plastic off. Samsung Galaxy A71. Now this is the Prism Crush Black. That's why you see that beautiful shine, that rainbow shimmery effect to it. Let me do the smell test on this one. This one smells like savings. All right, $425. This is pure savings. Samsung branded on the bottom. Quad camera setup. There's your power button. Volume up and down. Let's juice this up. Front facing camera, hole punch status. This side is clean, just your SIM ejection slot. On the bottom, USB Type-C charging, speaker grill, headphone jack. Let's say that one more time. Headphone jack, Apple. Headphone jack, Google. Headphone jack, Samsung. All right, this is a Samsung phone. Question. Samsung, why are you putting the headphone jack on the mid-range phones and not on the big boys? Why are you not putting the headphone jack on the Samsung Galaxy S25 Gangster Ultra Alpha Omega Supreme? This is the best phone out. No headphone jack. Headphone jack on the mid-range. Now, on a side note, whenever I do that joke, LG is sitting at home like this with the Birdman hands rubbing together. Like, wait till y'all see what we got. Coming soon. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Beautiful 1080p display. All right, so I'm going to pause the video. I'll drop all my information in, and then we'll breeze through the OS. Talk amongst yourselves. Now, while I'm updating my information, this is the perfect time to do a little size comparison and talk about some of the other Samsung A series phones. Here's the A20. Now, this is the cheapest one. A71 is a little bit taller. Plastic and plastic. Here's the A50. A71 is a little bit taller. Again, plastic and plastic. Here's the A51. Now these two look the same. A71 is a little bit taller. Plastic and plastic. Here's the A70. Let's see. Now these are the exact same height. Plastic and plastic. Now here's the A80. Let's see. Now the A80 is a tiny bit taller, but now you got glass versus plastic. And here's the big boy, the A90 5G. Let's see. Now these are the same height. Glass versus plastic. So, if I had to pick the top three, I would say number one, the A90 5G, also known as the 5 Gangster. This one has the Snapdragon 855 and the best build quality, glass and aluminum, and it's 5G compatible. After that, I'm going with the A80. This one is also glass and aluminum, but this one has the rotating camera. So if you're taking selfies or doing your vlogs, this is the best one because you use your rear camera as your front camera. Not to mention, all screen display. Then after that, be the A71. This one should have the better camera than the A90 and the A80. Now, just for fun, if you was wondering, what does a $425 Samsung phone look like next to a $1,500 Samsung phone? Here it is. We got the A71 and the Samsung Galaxy S20 Ultra 5 Gangster Ultra Omega Supreme. All right, you heard it first. That's my new name for this phone. This is a beast. Let's see. Now, the S20 Ultra is a little bit taller, but you can feel the weight on this one. Not to mention, everything else is better. Nevertheless, I digress. Let's get back to the A71. All right, y'all, so we back in. Now, I just put my information in the phone, got everything all set up, and I'm going to be honest with y'all. Y'all know I'm not a fanboy, all right? Y'all know my motto. I only pledge allegiance to the hotness. If something is hot, I'm going to say it's hot. If something is whack, I'm going to say that shit is whack. Y'all know how I do. As of right now, Samsung is killing the phone game. This Galaxy A71 for $425 is a certified win. Samsung is killing the game. They basically got a phone out for everybody. Think about it. If you flat broke or you just mad cheap and you don't want to spend more than $150 on a phone, get a Galaxy A20. Then after that, you have a plethora of mid-range phones to choose from between $200 and $600. Now, I think this one is the best. Then after that, you got upper tier mid-range, Galaxy A90. That one has the glass back, Snapdragon 855, but you are missing wireless charge and some of the other bells and whistles from the newer flagships. So that's an upper tier mid-range phone and it's 5G compatible, $650. Then after that, you got all of last year's flagship phones, which are still considered flagship phones. Snapdragon 855 versus Snapdragon 865. In real life, you're not going to feel the difference. So anybody that has an S10 series or Note 10 series, That's still considered a flagship. Then after that, you got the big boys. All right, you got the big boys, the newest versions. You got the S20, S20 Plus, S25 Gangsta Alpha Omega Supreme. Big boy phones. Then on top of that, if you want to be different and unique, you got the Galaxy Z Flip and the Galaxy Fold. Samsung is killing the game right now. Back to the A71. First things first, build quality. Now, y'all know I got to say it. This one feels so good in the hands. Ladies, you know the procedures. Now, although it's plastic, it kind of looks like glass. And at first touch, it almost feels like glass. Now, Samsung is calling this glass stick. Right? A mix between glass and plastic. No, it's not glass, it's plastic, but it looks and feels like glass. Now with this prism crush color, you see that shimmeriness to it? Beautiful. All right, so the build quality on this is pretty good for what you're paying for, $425. Now there's no IP rating, so it's not water resistant, but you got Gorilla Glass 3 on the front. Next, let's get a little wipe down. Bang! Look at that. Couple of different ways you can open up your device. Oh, now one more thing I wanted to say. All right, one more thing I wanted to say as this, you see how that video lock screen just caught me? It just reminded me of what I wanted to say. As I'm setting up this phone and I'm playing with all of the different features, going through all of the menus, in my mind, I'm saying to myself, the user experience feels exactly the same as the S25 Gangsta Alpha Omega Supreme. Now, of course, with this one, you are getting all of the bells and whistles. That's why this one is $1,500 as opposed to $425. So this one has the premium build. On a side note, this is not stainless steel. All right, this is aluminum. You got your aluminum trim. This one is water resistant, wireless charge, reverse wireless charge, the newest processor, more RAM and storage than you got on your laptop. This one has the Quad HD display, 120 hertz refresh rate, the 100x scumbag zoom camera. Like I said, this is the Alpha Omega Supreme. But a lot of people ain't trying to spend $1,500. As I'm setting this phone up, this one has Android 10. All right, you got One UI 2. They look and operate the same as the flagships. And this is a quarter of the price. This is crazy. Check this out. Let me wipe it down. You got an always-on display, and you got an on-screen fingerprint sensor. So there's a couple of different ways you can open up the device. If you want, you can swipe up, put in your pattern or your PIN. Next, you got face unlock. Bang, just like that. Then after that, you got your on-screen fingerprint sensor, which works flawlessly. $425. Can you feel the savings? All right, I told y'all, that's the theme of this video, savings. All right, every time you say to yourself, oh, this phone doesn't have this or it doesn't have that, just think to yourself, savings. All right, that's what you got. Now, let's go through the toggles real quick. Now, I'm going to try to make this quick. We don't have to talk about everything. I'll just talk about the important stuff. You got power mode. All right, so if you activate power mode, let me do it. My bad. Let's activate the power mode. You got a bunch of different settings. So you got optimize, all right, for your battery. You got medium power saving, maximum power saving, and adaptive power saving. So I usually leave it on optimized. Play with it for yourself. You got your scan QR code. You got smart view. All right, so if you want to screencast, activate smart view. You got your secure folders. That's for your thought protection, fellas. You're going to need that. Let's see, you got Dolby Atmos. All right, so when you plug in your headphones, turn on Dolby Atmos. Kids Home. All right, Kids Home is perfect for for those situations. If you got kids, if you got kids, you know you're on your phone, you're doing your little scumbag activities, and your kid is always going to say, Daddy, Mommy, can I use the phone for a second? Turn on Kids Home, give them your phone. Or you're in the car and they want to play your latest game that you got on your phone. Maybe they don't got it on their phone. Turn on Kids Mode, activate the game, hand them the phone. Like that little feature right there. You got your edge lighting, dark mode. Bang, save some battery. Focus mode. Right? Focus mode is dope. I'll show you how that looks when we go through the settings. All right, so you see, put on the dark mode, you get your black Google theme. Let's go to settings real quick. Let's see, is there anything else? Yeah, that's it for the toggles. Take it over to settings. Connections. Okay, so you got NFC and payments. Okay, now this phone features dual SIM slots, so you can have 2 phone numbers and a micro SD card for expandable memory. Go to more connections. So you got your printing, mirror link, VPNs, private DNS. All right, all your flagship settings. Sound and vibrations. Okay, see, dual SIMs. Sound quality and effects. Separate app for sound. Now, we go over this all the time. If you connect this phone to a Bluetooth speaker, say you're having a little get together and you're playing music, you get a text message. It's not going to interrupt your music. You have a separate sound for app. A separate app for sound. Said that backwards. Let's keep it moving. Let's go to notifications. Is there anything we need to see on that? Got your app icon badges, blah, blah, blah. Let's go to display. Now, I got max brightness. All right, douchebag status. But if you want, you can have adaptive brightness. You got your blue light filters, dark mode, screen modes, normal and vivid. All right, no 120 hertz refresh on this. Savings. All right, savings. Let's see, you got your home screen. Okay, now, Apple, pay attention. Rotate to landscape mode. All right, shout out to everybody that got an iPhone 11 Pro Max. When you're in the car and you got your phone on landscape mode, it looks retarded because it doesn't rotate. You can do that on all your Galaxy phones. Let's keep it moving. Let's go to edge screen. All right, so you got your edge panels. Bang. Edge panels, I'm going to show you those in a second. You got your edge lighting. All right, so say you get a message. Let's show the setting for that. Different styles. All right, this is how it's going to look when you get your message. I like edge. You see how you get that blue light? But you got your little fireworks. You got your hearts. If you want to get cutesy. Real nice. Let's keep it moving. Navigation bar. Now, since this is our Samsung 10, you can have your swipe gestures. All right, with the back and the up. Personally, I like the old school 3 buttons on the bottom. And if you want to, you can change the direction of those buttons. All right, shoes, you just scared the shit out of me. Why you always coming in so hot? Anyway, button order. I like to have the back button on the left. Got your accidental touch protection, touch sensitivity, blah, blah, blah. Let's go to, did we go to this? That was display we was just at. Let's go to wallpapers. Matter of fact, you don't need to see wallpapers. Same shit. Themes, lock screens. Okay, so you got fingerprint, face unlock. You got smart unlock, always on display. Now, when you click on always on display, you can also change the clock styles. You see I got shoes. But if you want to, you can have a calendar, analog, digital clocks. Do your thing. Go crazy. Now, you can change the brightness of your always on display. You can put it on auto or be a douchebag like me and leave it on max brightness. Why not? Let's see. You got face widgets. All right, these are your different widgets from your home screen. Let's keep it moving. Biometrics and security. No matter of fact, is there anything we need to see with that? Okay, you got your secure folder. You also have dual apps. All right, so if you're a scumbag and you got 2 Facebook apps, you can log into them both at the same time. Let's see. Let's go to advanced features. All right, side key. Now, for double press the side key, if you want, you can have that open up Bixby. You can have it open up a specific app or leave it on WorldStar Hip Hop setting. Double tap, launch the camera. Now, press and hold, wake up Bixby. I don't use Bixby for anything. So if I press and hold my power button, I wanted to take it off, take it to my power off menu. Just like that. Okay, Bixby routines. We don't need that. Smart pop-up view. All right, I'm going to show you what that is. Smart pop-up view. Check this out. This is what it looks like. When you get a notification, all right, now you could go to all your apps and set your smart pop-up view. The notifications that I get the most are YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and Gmail. So that's what I got it set to. So you see I got a YouTube notification. When I hit the pop-up, it'll take me right to YouTube to that comment that somebody left. Then if I want to, I could go full screen. I could put it back in the bubble and leave it for later. All right, so that's your smart pop-up view. Screenshots and screen recorder. All right, we'll leave that on. Let's see, reduce animations, motions, and gestures. All right, let's see, you got lift to awake. All right, so if your phone is on the table, just lift it up. That'll wake the phone. Double tap. So if your phone is on the table and you just want to check something real quick, double tap. You want to take a look at your video lock screen, double tap. Smart stay. All right, if you turn on smart stay, as long as your eyes are looking at the camera, your display will stay on. Smart alert. Now, say you're a real scumbag and you got your phone upside down all the time, you know what I'm saying, and you get a missed call or missed text and your phone is on silent. Once you pick it up, you'll get a little vibration to let you know that you got an alert. Easy mute. All right, if the phone is ringing, wave your hand over it. That'll mute it. Palm swipe the capture. Take your screenshots like that. Then you can edit them or share them. And then you got swipe to call or send messages. So from your call log, say you got a phone number in your call log, you swipe to the left, you can directly call that person. Swipe to the right, send them a text message. Let's see, you got your one-hand mode. This is what I was talking about just now. Dual messenger, right? Dual messenger, fellas, go crazy. Let's see what else. Okay, digital well-being. All right, now, I usually glance over this as a joke, but some of y'all is addicted to the internet. Y'all be online more than y'all be in the real world. Every now and then, check your digital well-being. All right, if you've been on Pornhub or YouTube too long, log off, go get some fresh air. Not to mention, you got focus mode. Now, I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I actually use focus mode. You see it says work time, me time, and then you can add. So I use work time. And basically what that is I'm the type of person that if I'm getting into some juicy beef online or I'm reading a good thread and the comments is heating up and I'm grabbing my popcorn, I'm trying to do some work, but I'm going to keep picking up my phone to keep reading the comments. Every now and then I'll put on work time. My phone will shut down for everything except emergency stuff to what you set it as. So I got to set to emergency phone calls or emergency emails. Other than that, I'm not going to get no notifications. Work time, right? That's going to force me to do my work. I can't look at Instagram, can't look at Twitter, can't do nothing. I like that. You can also set it for me time. You got wind down, right? Wind down and parental controls. Now, if you're buying this for your little kids, check your parental controls. All right, you don't want to have to pull a Chris Hansen on somebody. Check your little kids' phones. All right, make sure they ain't going to be on an episode of To Catch a Predator. Let's keep it moving. Accessibility. If you're hearing or visually impaired, you can still use all of the features of this phone. And that's pretty much it. Now, out of the gate, no lag. And look, I got to say this too. In this day and age, in 2020, there's no reason to even be talking about Samsung phones lagging. Now, I'm reading the comments on all of my videos. All of y'all Apple fanboys is always talking about, oh, after a month, it's going to start lagging. Look, man, lag on Samsung phones died with the Galaxy S8. Any phone after the S8 series, all right, the S9, S10, S20, Galaxy lag died a long time ago. One UI is the truth. And all of these new Galaxy phones, they're not going to lag. Now, of course, fresh out of the box, pretty much no phone is going to lag unless you download on all your apps in the background. But it's basically nice and smooth. Keep in mind, $425. You're not getting the latest processor and GPU. All right, this is not going to be the powerhouse phone. But for what it is, look how smooth it's running. With all of those settings and features in the menus, and it's still running like this, that's a good look. Now, let me show you these edges real quick. Here's another thing. I was just arguing with an Apple fanboy the other day. Split screen multitasking. This guy's like, yo, who uses that and that's worthless? It's the same argument that you have with people that use only iPhones. You're going to have the same arguments all the time. They never like something until it comes on an iPhone. I remember clearly having so many arguments with people on YouTube about Android phones with the wide angle lens camera. All of my iPhone friends was like, oh, who needs that? Who cares? Until you got wide angle on your iPhone. Now you can't live without it. It's the same thing. Split screen multitasking, all of us Android users, we can't live without it. This is how dope it is. You see my edge panels? I got all my apps. I got my smart selects. And I got tools, and if I want, I can add 1,000 more. Here's a quick demo of split screen multitasking. This is the one that I use most, Facebook and YouTube. Press one button, bang. Now I'm on Facebook and YouTube. So now say I want to watch this video while I'm scrolling through, reading all my Facebook posts. Because look, let me say it like this. Let's pause the video. A lot of times when you're watching a YouTube video, especially mine's, you don't necessarily have to be looking at the screen. The first 5 minutes of my video when I'm doing phones, I got to read the specs and all that. And the reason I do that is because I don't do voiceovers. So I can't be unboxing and talking about the specs at the same time. So at that part of the video, you don't have to necessarily be looking at the screen. So it's the same thing. You can have this YouTube video on the bottom. You don't have to be looking at the screen. And you can be scrolling on Facebook. But every now and then, when the person says something, you look down, you can watch the video. Split screen multitasking is not a gimmick. Okay, I can be on Amazon and I can be on Twitter at the same time. Now, another combo that I use the most is YouTube and Amazon. If I'm watching a YouTube video, oh, they got some new speakers coming out. While I'm watching that video, the first thing I do is split the screen, go to that company's website, see how much they cost, start going through the features while I'm watching the video of that speaker. Then I take it over to Amazon. I'm shopping for that speaker while I'm watching the video. Split screen multitasking is the truth. All right, it's the truth. Let's check the web browsing speeds. Go to apple.com. Let's open this up. And there it is. Bro, this is a $400 phone. And you see how it's rocking? If I want to, all these apps open at the same time. Now, check this out. Just like all of the new Samsung phones, I can put this in a pop-up view. I can minimize it. I can go back to split screen. Open this up too. Multitasking like a boss. Now let me pull up a video so you can see the display and listen to the speakers. Okay, now before I show you that video, I wanted to talk about one more thing, Smart Select. All right, let me give y'all a pro tip for all of my Instagram users out there. Say you're on IG and you're scrolling through and you see something real quick that you want to get a quick repost. Oh, okay, look, this is like a funny meme. Swipe over, hit rectangle. All right, bong is right there. Hit done. Hit save. And you're good. Now, later on when you want to repost that, size it up, and it's right there, and you're ready to go. That's a nice little feature right there. Okay, so here's my classic test video. Let's get full screen. Look at this display. Now the speaker's pretty loud, bottom firing only, but it's gonna get the job done. Little punch hole camera, not intrusive at all. This is a go. All right, so now let's talk about the camera. And this is what separates mid-range phones from flagship phones, the camera. When you buy a flagship phone, you're getting the top of the line camera. When you buy a mid-range phone, you're gonna take a hit with your pictures and videos. But here's my thing. As long as the picture quality matches the price of the phone, then you really don't got nothing to complain about. For $425, the camera is pretty good. Now, if you buy this phone, don't think your pictures are gonna come out like the S25 Gangsta Alpha Omega Supreme. It's not happening. There's a reason why this phone is $1,500 and this one is $400. Check this out. World Star Hip Hop button on the side, press it twice. That'll take you to your camera. All right, we got shoes right here. Let's take a quick shot. Bang. Real nice. Like I said, nothing to complain about. Let's go through all of the different modes. You got live focus. All right, that's your bokeh effect. You got photos, regular and wide angle. You got your scene optimizer. You got videos, which you can also put in wide angle mode. And you have super steady. Then if you hit more, you got night mode. You got panorama, macro, pro mode, super slow motion, regular slow motion, hyperlapse, and food. And you can edit these up. All right, so let's go over the photos. On the top, you got settings, you got your flash, you got a timer, you got your aspect ratio, you got motion photos, and then you can also throw on all your different Instagram filters and beauty modes. Exit out of that. Let's go to settings real quick. Now for video, on the front, the max resolution is 4K. On the rear, max resolution, 4K. Now if you turn on 4K, you're gonna lose some stabilization. So for me, I like 1080p, 60 frames per second. Let's see anything else, and that's pretty much it. All right, so let me show you some pictures and videos that I took. And on the side note, I don't like to talk when I show y'all these pictures and videos because I can't say, oh, this picture looks nice or this picture doesn't look nice. You got eyes, you can see it for yourself, all right? If you like the way the pictures and the videos look, then you know this is the phone for you. If you think the pictures came out trash, then you know this ain't the phone for you. Let's keep it moving. All right, so overall, on a scale of 1 to 10, the Samsung Galaxy A71 is a major go. And at $425, as Bob Barker would say, the price is right. This is a great mid-range phone. This will be perfect for your kids, perfect for old people, perfect for your work phone, your backup phone, perfect to put it on silent, put it in your glove compartment of your car before you come in the house, your scumbag phone, and perfect for people that just don't want to spend a lot of money. Look, it's not about being broke. If you don't take a whole bunch of pictures and videos and you're not heavy into photography, you don't need a 108 megapixel camera with 100 times space zoom to take pictures of your food for Instagram. If you already got an iPhone that you spent over $1,000 for, but you want a secondary phone and you want it to be Android so you can have the best of both worlds, you don't need to buy 2 flagship phones for over $1,000 each. This is the perfect mid-range phone. Anyway, hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this one. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Voxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know, Stream Gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah, special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter. That's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early. #salute. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces. Spock, one to beam up.
Affirmative, Captain. Enterprise out.
Energize. Shoes ain't trying to let me get this A71. That's how you know this phone is White Shoes approved. All right, Shoes, here, you got it. It's your phone. Yeah, you got it. It's yours. I'm out of here.